cannot control yourself in
You
the
cannot endure.
you cannot endure temptation. Tyreek Hill just had the divorce from hell. Fair use.
This might be the most expensive 17-month marriage you've ever heard of. Tyreek Hill's wife recently filed for divorce, and the settlement terms are insane. She walks away with a $500,000 one-time payment, between $20,000 and $50,000 per month, a $100,000 luxury car, and approximately $450,000 in legal fees paid. In addition, she has exclusive use of their $5.5 million Miami property. But here's the kicker. She also demanded Tyreek's debit card and expensive SUV. The judge quickly shut it down. Now here's the question. Is this justice, or is it just another case of the system rewarding failed marriages?
Crazy. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Maybe you can read what the full verdict is. I think he kind of summed it up, but if you want to take a look again.
Yeah. Okay, so shout out to Spiritual World on Instagram. NFL star Tyreek Hill is facing significant financial obligations following his 15-month marriage to Kita Vaccaro, who filed for divorce on April 7, 2025 after a reported assault incident at their Miami condo, though no crime was found. Court filings reveal Hill must pay Vaccaro between $20,000 and $50,000 monthly in spending money, a $500,000 one-time payment, $457,517 for legal fees, and $100,000 for a new car. He also covers the mortgage, insurance, utilities, and internet for their $5.5 million waterfront condo where Vaccaro has exclusive use, and health insurance for her and their 7-month-old daughter, Capri. These payments maintain the status quo during ongoing divorce proceedings, which involve dispute over spousal support and custody with a potential multi-million-dollar final settlement. Hill faced additional demands from Vaccaro, such as access to his bank accounts, which were denied by the judge, who also reduced her requested legal fees. Hill's history includes prior controversies such as a 2014 domestic violence incident, child abuse allegations in 2019, paternity disputes, and a 2025 lawsuit from influencer Sophie Hall claiming he injured her during a backyard football scrimmage.
Yeah. 15 months. Payday of the year, man. Payday of the year. These guys don't learn. They don't learn.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we have to keep one other thing in mind here. We shouldn't only look at the payday, because yes, that is expensive, but Tyreek earns a lot of money. He's a star. A couple of things we have to keep in mind. First and foremost, he's an athlete. He's a wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken. He's very fast, one of the quickest ones in the league, if not the quickest one. We'll find out if he's quicker than Speed. I show Speed soon enough. But so he's a great player. He earns a lot of money, right? And if you didn't know any better, you would think that this was the only thing that's going on. But we also have to keep in mind that he has like a gazillion babies. So
that's what I mean. They don't learn.
It's not this one incident. It's not just one expensive marriage that he needs to deal with. He's been dealing with a lot of problems, and it seems like he's just not. He's disciplined on the field, but not off the field.
It makes no RJ. It makes no sense to me that you marry someone knowing that you cannot control yourself
cannot endure.
You cannot endure temptation. It's great. It's wild, because before he married her, he already was having kids left and right. Then he married her and continue having kids during that situation. Of course, she's gonna last that year. Build some stock, and then cut it off.
One important thing to ask her to keep in mind as well, KR, is this: what type of woman would marry a guy like this? What type of woman would marry a guy that will have, that have like
A woman that wants to
babies,
come up.
babies born, exactly, babies born, so he's fathering and babies left and right. Babies are getting born simultaneously by you would think they were twins. It's just from
Yes.
different mothers. So it's I mean, it's a lifestyle. I'm not judging the lifestyle, but I'm saying, do you think that a woman like this would want you to build a family? No.
No. But it was already clear since they started this whole thing that it was a come up. I mean,
Was it?
RJ, the guy's having. You're saying it yourself. He's having
No.
kids left and right. What do you think happens after the marriage? That he just suddenly cuts it off? He stops sticking it in boxes? In baby centrifuges?
Just to be clear, when you say he just cuts it off, what are you referring to?
How they cut it off?
So not literally that he cuts it off.
How they cut it off? You know, kid they knows they is right.
Yeah, one day or
He,
multiple
she,
days.
they.
I still don't know if it's a singular or multiple days.
He, she, they. He, she, they. Well, that should tell you all. The singular they. No, but it's very, very irresponsible from him. And as the title says, Tyreek Hill be the next broke NFL player in the statistics? Let me change that. Do you think that he will be the next up? I think he's the next one.
He's heading in that direction. Yeah, for sure.
High speed, because imagine he gave away 5.5 million in equity because the waterfront condo is hers. She can live in it up until he cannot pay for it anymore.
Which means until his bank account dries out.
Yes.
And he's fast. He's a very good wide receiver. He's very fast, but father time is undefeated.
He's on his way out. I think he probably has maybe 3 or 4 years left, if he's lucky.
That's not a lot.
The money starts going down at a certain point, even for a receiver. You're not gonna continue getting top money. He made his last contract. Let me show his last contract. Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna take a look at his contract. This is his contract details right now. So he has less than 3-4 years, by the way. Can you see this?
Yes, I can. Okay.
So here you can see he has his contracts for. By the way, why does it start at 2024? This is his last contract. Let me see history. This is the history. So far in his whole career, he's made a total of $137 million. Base salary with options You might have hit, let's say, 181. Oh yeah, by the way, you cannot see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Paid in cash, 181. His current salary runs out in 2028. So he's getting now base salary of 30 million a year the next 4 years. By the way, this is
that's without tax deduction.
Without tax deduction, yes. Dolphin tax, Miami, Florida tax is of course different than let's say LA tax, but let's say he kept almost half. He keeps about half. Let's assume that, which means that,
Which is best case scenario, by the way.
which is the best case scenario. So he has about 90 million. From that 90, he's paying the houses. He's paying. Don't forget, he has. I don't know what his burn rate is, but that's probably pretty high. Let's say
I think it's pretty
maybe-
high. That's the impression I have. Yeah.
Let's say if he has a burn rate of Yachty, Lil Yachty said he has a burn rate of about 200,000, 300,000 a month. Let's say if he has a burn rate of 3,000, and that's only expenses. I'm not talking about the other kids he has to pay for. He has to pay for this wife. Maybe he wants to gamble a little bit. Maybe, well, it's not allowed, by the way, gambling, but hey. But at the end of the day, he probably has about, I would say, close to probably around 800. $700, $800, I would guess.
Well,
A month.
a month. What you're talking about.
I'm not talking a year. My bad.
But if he's so from that 800, let's say on average, you would need to pay. Did you deduct trainers and food and all those things, or is it just
That is also in that, yeah.
okay? So let's say 800 stays for him.
RJ,
It's good.
let's say even if he goes to $1 million a month with all that, $1 million a month, that's 12 million.
That's true.
And that's with all the kids, everything. With that burn rate, after your career is done, you probably still have a burn rate of 500,000.
Yeah, and he has to pay 50. So
It's gonna look crazy. It's gonna be sad when he burns out, because I mean the kids are gonna be destroyed because the dad won't have money, the mom won't have money, everyone will be broke. So they will grow up until the fifth or sixth year in money, with luxury, and after that they're gonna go back to the ghetto.